Here we have just an outstanding, beautiful apple green Big Sur Jade Paleo Story Stone face and Mammoth Effigy. Now this is a large 8 by 6 by about 2.5 inches thick at its thickest jade cobble, and it was found on the beach 20 years ago at Jade Cove, and just an outstanding example. You rarely see Big Sur jade in this really nice apple green jade. This is botryoidal jade. There's a lot of bubbles there, and they're apple green. And when you find that apple green color, it's just a prized color. And our paleo ancestors thought so as well, as they fashioned the edges, all the way around the edges, into a paleo story stone face and mammoth effigy. Now, I'm very familiar with the middens at Jade Cove, having dug some of the middens on private property 20 years ago. And I know how the edges are frayed all around the edges when they actually carve the edges to make the profiles of the mammoths and the human faces that they wanted to image, that make up these paleo story stone face and mammoth effigies. And what we have is a beautiful mature mammoth right here, big trunk coming down, and then this has been intentionally chipped away over 11,000 years ago right there. That was chipped out to accent the trunk of the mature mammoth facing right. Here's its eye here, and it's a hair tuft above the head, and it's been worked all around the perimeter. This was a midden piece, and it fell out of the middens from up above on the cliffs down onto the beach, and it was found on the beach some 20 years ago. But this is without a doubt a midden piece, and it's been worked all around the perimeter. It's also in the shape of a Clovis point, and we'll see that in a little bit. But now I want to get to the baby mammoth. Wow! His little trunk stuck up in the air here, massive hair tuft, and this is the base here. Now it doesn't quite stand up upright completely. He has to prop it up a little bit, but that is a baby mammoth now facing left with his little nose of a trunk, little beak of a trunk facing up off to the left. And then of course we have another mammoth image right here of a juvenile mammoth with its trunk over here, hair tuft above the head and sloping back, facing off to the left as well. And then we have human faces, which are very good. The eye and the big sweepy nose of the old face looking off to the right. And then we have the eye right here, kind of a cool eye right there, with the nose and mouth down here, facing off to the left. And that mouth there has been carved into the stone there to make a profile. That is so cool. And this area has been worked some here, and you see a tang, and a flute. Now this area has been worked some there in paleo times. And what they've done is they've actually formed a ridge right there. That probably was used as a scraper. And this edge over here, wow, now we've turned this piece over. Check out this apple green color now. Unbelievable, oh, unbelievable, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful apple green color. This is the side that they really prized here as well. But what we have is the mature mammoth here with a big trunk coming down to the left, facing off to the left. And now we have the baby mammoth with its trunk up in the air over here and hair tuft like this. Would stand up like that. Baby mammoth facing off to the right with its upturned little trunk. Look at that jade. That is magnificent quality jade. And then we have that juvenile mammoth with its trunk over here and hair tuft facing off to the right now. And this eye and kind of a face looking up from the back of this mammoth. Wow. This is just a superior piece of Big Sur jade. Rarely do you ever see Big Sur jade with botryoidal bubble jade plaque. It's a big plaque, it's a big cobble. It's over 4 pounds. It's 8 inches wide by 6 inches high. And it's just remarkable apple green nephrite jade that was fashioned into a Paleo story stone face and mammoth effigy, kind of in the form of a Clovis point. Just feature that this was part of the point at one time here, that this was knocked off here. This part's been all worked here. This whole edge has been worked, knocked off. This was probably the hand grip for using it as a scraper and a knife. You can see this blade edge has been worked, chipped all along there. Bang, bang, bang. Kind of scalloped it there. And I believe they used that as a knife scraper as well. Now this could have very well been a hide scraper, for example. And when they got done using it as a hide scraper, they merely went ahead and converted it into a Paleo story stone face and mammoth effigy offering. And what a superior, beautiful, outrageously sculpted, wonderful, the entire perimeter sculpted to image these mammoths. These mammoth imagery on this piece is really outstanding, and they picked the best piece, the most colorful piece of jade they could find to make this wonderful effigy offering. Apple green nephrite jade from Jade Cove, Big Sur, California, Paleo story stone face and mammoth effigy.